Good morning, class. How have you been? I hope you guys are doing well. I also hope that your Christmas holidays went well. Uh, it has been a bit of time since we had classes, but I hope that in the last class before Christmas, before the closing, I had given you a lot of tips about how to improve your language and spoken skills and vocabulary and all. I hope at least some of you would have practiced all that and some of you would have benefited of that. I'd love to hear from you guys about how many of you could actually practice all those tips that I had provided. So if possible, if you had tried anything that I suggested, like reading at least half an hour a day, or watching something on the television, so if at all somebody had tried any of those things, I want you guys to share your experience with me and the whole class so that they can benefit out of it also. So you can post your experiences about that in the comments. But if you are too busy with Christmas, then no problem. There is time that we can continue with what I had suggested. So what I had suggested is that listen first. That is, you listen to good speakers, if possible through television or some YouTube thing that you watch, and speak. Try speaking at least to yourself, and writing something, and reading, of course, at least a bit of time every day, not just on some random day, but rather on every day. So did you guys try that? If any one of you had tried that, please share your experience with me, whether you actually improved a bit in these 10 days or whether it was useless. So tell me about it, and not just me, to the whole class in the comments, so that they can work on it also. If you haven't done that already, there is time. In the coming days, I'll keep on prompting you to do that, and I'll ensure that you guys do that, because this is very important. While we work on this paper, I want you to do all that, because it's not just the classroom activities that matter. I want you to become confident speakers by the end of the paper. So there are these activities which will help you. So I'm talking from my own personal experience, not as somebody who's teaching that from the syllabi, but rather from my own personal experience, that you can only improve your spoken and language skills through constant practice and effort, if at all you want to. So I want you to keep trying and share your experience with me. So for the time being, we'll review what we have been doing. Initially, we learned a couple of theories about communication, the communication process, and certain models of communication, communication competence, and all that. And after having a thorough background of the theoretical concepts regarding communication, we directly went into practice sessions. We had some activities, we made videos about certain conversation exercises. After that, we went into real time live sessions where I chose students and they performed, and there were many other fun activities also which we included. So what have you taken in from all that? This is more about shedding your inhibitions about communication and giving it a try, attempting to speak rather than being really efficient speakers of the language, attempting to speak, making a lot of mistakes, and with the help of people, rectifying those mistakes and working on those mistakes. That is what matters. And in the module that I had been dealing with, it's mostly informal casual conversations that I have been teaching. That is, conversations at bus stops, hospitals, schools. So if you look at the patterns of those conversations, initially there is a kind of ice breaking that happens. If it is a completely random stranger whom you're meeting, you establish common grounds initially. That is, there must be some shared experience. If you're waiting for a bus, then that's a shared experience. You could initiate a conversation by excusing them first and asking them about some bus or the timings of a bus. If you're at a hospital, when you're striking up a conversation, the common grounds is that you guys are both at hospital, so there must be some reason why you guys are there. So whenever establishing a conversation with a stranger, you find common grounds first, and you make sure that you're not intruding too much into the privacy of that person also, because revealing too much information about oneself in the initial conversation itself will not be comfortable. So you stick on to the superficial information, and you find some common grounds, and you assure that you're not intruding into the private time or space of that person, and you maintain a kind of a distance, because that person might get uncomfortable if you keep on asking for too much. So you stick to your business. If you have a query, you ask that, and then do a bit of socialization, because that's more courteous, and use a lot of courteous words that you use: please, excuse me, and kindly. So because you're meeting that person for the first time, and that person sparing a bit of time for you itself is very significant. So that's one kind of pattern that we have observed in all these conversations. And some of you had sent me conversations with your friends itself, not with random strangers, but with your friends itself. Then you have a bit more scope of discussing a diverse range of topics, or digressing a bit. Unlike in the case of talking to a random stranger, you need not establish common grounds, because you already know each other, and there is a possibility of getting into the discussion initially itself. So while writing your exams, always remember this thing, that if you're asked to write a conversation with a random stranger you found somewhere, then these things should be taken into consideration. First of all, establish common grounds and use courteous words. Socialize first, basic socialization, superficial socialization first, and then only go into the matter. And eventually there is a parting, so there should be a proper conclusion to that conversation, and all the words used should be in somewhere in between formal and casual. So all these things you have to keep in mind. I think we have done ample exercises for you to know all this, but what I'm telling you is that keep on practicing with your friends. Be on the phone with your friends and have conversations in the English language. So in the present day, anyway, the English language has established itself as a very popular language, and in most of the countries and in most of the professional streams, English has become a very significant language. So it's better that you acquire English language skills. It will help your career growth much, it will help your personal life much. So it's better that you start learning today itself, making an effort today itself. So do all these things, and we'll have another live session in the coming week. So keep on doing all those activities that I had suggested. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. And New Year is upcoming, so advanced Happy New Year also. Thank you very much.